I am reading this article from my blog, link in the description. The significance of praying in tongues at night. Before I get into the article, a quick mention. I have a shop selling t-shirts with custom speaking in tongues quotes. Link is in the description. I have prayed in tongues at night on many occasions. There is a significant difference when you pray in tongues during the day and when you pray at night. Apart from the physical differences, there are spiritual differences too. Some people argue that praying in tongues at night is the same as praying in tongues during the day, but it is not. To some degree, there is no difference, but the two are not exactly the same. There are spiritual activities that happen only during the night. To engage in such activities, you need to pray in tongues at night. I have mentioned in a previous article what happens when you speak in tongues at midnight and why it is important. In this article, I will dive into the spiritual significance of praying in tongues at night. Praying in tongues at night, spiritual significance. 1. Night is time for men to rest. According to the law of God, night was created for man to rest. Daytime was created for man to work. If a man works hard during the day, he will enjoy good rest during the night. The book of Ecclesiastes tells us that the sleep of a laborer is sweet whether he eats little or much. Night is clearly a time for rest. When you choose to pray in tongues at night, you are going against the natural law of creation. But that is not necessarily a bad thing because you are doing it for God. Take the example of fasting. We are naturally created to nourish ourselves with food. When we go against our natural desire so that we please God, it is considered humility. Praying in tongues at night is also an act of humility in the eyes of God. Sacrificing what is pleasurable to the flesh in order to build up your spirit is definitely an act of humility. And you know what happens when you humble yourself before God? He exalts you. When you pray in tongues at night, God is not only obligated to answer your prayer, but also to honor you because of your act of humility. Praying in tongues at night means you are sacrificing physical rest to get spiritual rest. And because God commanded us to walk in the Spirit and not gratify the desires of the flesh, your sacrifice is pleasing to Him. He will surely grant you your request and put you at rest spiritually. 2. Night is time to lay strategies. Everything that happens during the day is planned at night. Everything that is seen in the light is made in darkness. This is a spiritual law with great significance. When you pray in tongues at night, you are actively taking part in creating the day. The events of the day are dictated at night. The victories of the day are planned at night. The wise take advantage of the night. Devils know this law, and that is why they do their work at night. People experience nightmares at night. When they wake up, their day is ruined. Praying in tongues at night will break the plans of the enemy and distort their strategies. Waiting till daybreak will be too late. 3. Praying in tongues at night regenerates you. Night is meant for rest, and rest regenerates our bodies. When you pray in tongues at night, not only will you experience rest, but you will be regenerated. Jesus used to pray at night and would perform miracles during the day. Night prayers regenerate your spiritual energy. But someone will argue that daytime prayers also regenerate your spiritual energy. He won't be wrong, but he has to know that most daytime prayers are meant for work rather than regenerating. Daytime prayers are for casting out devils, asking for healing for people, aligning spiritual misalignments, etc. Night prayers are primarily for rejuvenating God's vessels. 4. Praying in tongues at night reveals mysteries. Mysteries belong to the night. In fact, the word mystery itself is as good as night. A mystery is something hidden in darkness, and darkness is what prevails at night. This means that for you to get a mystery, it must be revealed in darkness. Mysteries are revealed during the day if someone isolates himself, but nighttime is the natural time for mysteries to be revealed. Don't people get dreams at night? Aren't dreams mysteries? When you pray in tongues at night, you open up your spirit to receive mysteries. We know that whoever speaks in tongues speaks mysteries to God, and no man understands him. Well, when you speak mysteries to God, He answers you with mysteries. Praying in tongues at night means you get instant results. When you pray in tongues during the day and God wants to reveal a mystery to you, He may wait until night time to reveal it to you. Treasure praying in tongues at night. 5. Praying in tongues at night enables you to take other people's blessings. Believe it or not, you can take other people's blessings. Or let me put it this way, God can give you other people's blessings. You think this is wrong? Remember the story of Jacob and Esau. God loved Jacob and He hated Esau. As a result, Jacob got the right of the firstborn, even though Esau was the firstborn. God can give other people's blessing to you if you are diligent and other people are lazy. Remember the parable of the master who organized a banquet that Jesus told. When the guests who were invited gave excuses, the master ordered that anyone who would be found on the street be brought in. If God requires some people to pray at night and they don't, He will give that assignment and its reward to anyone who is available. If you are in the habit of praying in tongues at night, you will get these kind of assignments and their rewards. The significance of praying in tongues at night. Conclusion. If you have the gift of praying in tongues, don't hesitate to pray at night. You don't have to pray the whole night or even every day at night, but do it as often as you can. It is definitely a sacrifice, and God will not overlook it. Peace.